Hi guys, this is Vineet, and in today's video we will talk about the error message we get in SQL Server Management Studio sometimes. So that error message is saving changes is not permitted error message in SQL Server Management Studio. Before we proceed ahead, I would request you guys to please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. There's a subscribe button below this video. Click on that subscribe button and it will give you a bell icon. Click on that bell icon, select all notifications to get notifications regarding all my future videos. Now, why should you subscribe to my channel? I have listed out some of the reasons. Maybe you have any other reasons as well. So let me take you through some of the reasons why you should be subscribing to this channel. So if you have a dream for a great career, like the and you like the high paying job, and you like the nice big house, nice car, good bank balance, investments to be made, and you should have investments to make money for you. If you have any of these aspirations and dreams, and you know that all of these dreams or wishes can be fulfilled by having a job or getting a job that provides you with a high salary package. So we all know that a high salary package is required to fulfill all your career aspirations for great career, high paying job, nice big house, nice car, good bank balance, investments to make money for you. So if your salary is being completely consumed, and this is a situation with most of us, that our salaries are being consumed fully into paying the house EMIs or house rents. In case you don't own the house, you pay the house rent, you spend on food, you spend on clothes, children's school fee, movies, travel, entertainment. So all your salary goes into that fulfillment of these items: the rent, the house EMI, food, clothes, children's school fee, movies, rent, travel, etc., and entertainment as well. Now, if you are doing job for 9 hours and you do not get time to read books, this is another reason. So first reason was that if you want a great career, if you have a dream for great career, in that case you can subscribe to our channel. And if you have such aspirations, like you want a high paying job, nice big house, nice car, and whatever wishes can be fulfilled by having a great job, then yeah, you should subscribe to this channel. And if the second scenario is true with you, this one, if this is true with you, if your all salary is being consumed into fulfilling your daily obligations or monthly obligations, then and you require a job with high salary package, then you should be subscribing to this channel. Now we are talking about the third situation, where you are doing a job for 9 hours and you do not get time to read books to learn quality SQL stuff, because reading books is time consuming stuff, and everybody do not have time to research through the material given in the book, and you are looking towards an alternative by taking a video training on SQL Server to master it. If this case is true with you, then you are at the right place. You are at the right place. In that scenario, you should also subscribe to my channel, because I will be providing you quality videos. And if this case is true with you, you don't get time, so my videos will help you in saving time if you watch them. Otherwise, if you go towards reading books, it's gonna take lots of time to master some stuff. Now, another point can be, which could be a reason for subscribing to my channel, if you work with SQL Server on a daily basis. So in this case, you are doing a job and you work with SQL Server on a daily basis, and during your work you feel that you do not have sufficient skills to perform your daily obligations, or you don't have sufficient skills to perform your work effectively. If this situation is true for you, please go ahead and immediately subscribe to my channel, because as soon as you start watching my videos, you will become a master in coming span of few months. You will be master, and you will be now it depends how much time do you spend on my channel and how many videos you go through. So it's basically a daily learning. So if you make it a daily routine to go through my videos, then yeah, over a period of time you will be able to grasp many things, and that will help you in doing your job effectively once you learn master the SQL Server skills. Now the last situation can be if we are currently jobless. So if you are a student currently looking for job, or if you are an intern currently looking for job right now, if you don't have any job and your aspiration is to get a good job in SQL Server domain, yeah, in that case I would suggest you to immediately subscribe to this channel. Maybe you are aspiring for becoming a data analyst. So in every job role like data engineer, data analyst, solution architect, database developer, database administrator, all these roles require SQL Server. They may require additional skills as well. Yeah, they in fact require additional skills as well. But guys, SQL Server is core to every role, so you should be knowing SQL Server for sure, regardless of the job you're doing in the database field. You should be aware of how SQL works. Apart from that, you should be learning other skills as well. But yeah, our channel mainly covers the SQL Server stuff. So that could be one of the reasons that you can subscribe to my channel. So guys, I've given you almost like three reasons, not three reasons, five reasons to subscribe to my channel. So if you have any better reasons or any more reasons, why should you be subscribing to our channel, or why should anyone be subscribing to our channel, do let us know about those reasons in the comment section. Or maybe why have you subscribed to this channel, you can mention that in the comment section of this video, so that we are interested in knowing that why you are subscribing to our channel. We have given you reasons, you give your reasons to us as well. Now let's move ahead. Before watching this video, there are certain points to remember. So let me turn off the highlighter quickly. Okay, so there are points to remember while watching this video. Please watch this video till the end to gain better clarity of the concepts. If possible for you, please watch this video twice. Perform any exercises in your lab environment and test environments only. Do not touch any production environment or production databases. And we would like to know your thoughts regarding our videos. Any comments, suggestions, any of your daily stories with the SQL Server. So please do share your comments. You can also write us an email if you like to share your experience, any of your experiences with SQL Server or your job search or anything like that. You can share your experiences with us over to my email address, which I will share shortly. You can send me an email as well. And in case you need the PDF copy of the notes that we are discussing during the video, there are two methods. So first method is by paying a nominal fee. In this method, what you need to do is you need to send me the title of the video over the email to my email address vermavane@gmail.com. So once I receive your email, I will check the video title and send you the payment link to make the payment and download the PDF notes. Second method is the free method, where you just need to do you need to subscribe to my channel. If you are already subscribed to my channel, then yeah, in that case also the notes will be free for you. If you are a new subscriber, there is a subscribe button below this video. Click on that subscribe button. Once you click on that subscribe button, it will change to subscribed button. So once it changes to subscribe button, take a screenshot of that area, including the subscribe button and the channel name and the video title, and send that screenshot to me over to my email address vermavane@gmail.com. So upon receiving your email, I will check the video title, your subscription status. I will send you the PDF notes directly over the email. Guys, I have curated some playlists for you to watch. So far we have 6 major playlists. So let me take you through the names of those playlists. So first playlist is on SQL Server Database Design, which consists of 57 videos. SQL Server Tables containing 14 videos. Business Continuity containing 50 videos. SQL Server Indexing containing 10 videos. SQL Server Performance Tuning currently having 15 videos. SQL Server integration services, having 11 videos at present. So guys, on a daily basis I add videos to all of these playlists. Apart from this playlist, I have a channel page at youtube.com/@SQL Talks by Vineet. So once you go to my channel page, you will also find a subscribe button over there. Apart from that, you will find a playlist specially curated for you. And apart from that, and in addition, you will see my trending videos on my channel. And all of my playlists, these 6 playlists, are also available on the channel page. So my channel page is very useful for you, and you can go directly there and watch all of the stuff. I would recommend watching all the videos under all the playlists if you really want to become the master in SQL Server. Now let's come back to today's topic, which is sometimes you get the saving changes is not permitted error message inside the SQL Server. So let me take you to notes quickly. So let's select the pen pointer and we will go through this little theory section over here. So today's topic is saving changes is not permitted error message. We get this error message in the SQL Server Management Studio. Now in this video we will discuss about how you work around this particular problem when you get this error message, or what is the workaround available to that, in which you receive an error message when you try to save a table in the SQL Server Management Studio. So sometimes saving the changes to a table in SQL Server Management Studio gives you this error that is saving changes is not permitted. Now let's talk about the symptom. What do you usually see? So that's a symptom. So when you try to save a table after making changes to a table using the SQL Server Table Designer in the SQL Server Management Studio, you may receive the following error message. So below is the snippet of the exact error message. So the exact error message, quote unquote, is this: saving changes is not permitted. The changes that you have made require the following tables to be dropped and recreated. So error message indicating that you will not be able to save changes as they are not permitted, and the changes that you are making requires the tables to be dropped and recreated. So that's why it's not saving the or permitting the changes to be saved. You have either made a changes to a table that can be recreated, that can't be recreated, or enabled the option prevent saving changes that require the table to be recreated. So it is saying that it is not allowing you or permitting you to save changes because you are trying to make changes to table that cannot be recreated. This is first condition. Or you may have enabled the option. The option is prevent saving changes that require table to be recreated. So I've discussed this option in one of my previous videos. You can check this out. The previous video was on, basically the previous video title was change column order in a table. So I've given some description and I've shown some practical on this. So you can check that video out as well. Here also as well I will cover the practical where I will show you how you can disable and enable this particular option inside the SQL Server Management Studio. Now this problem occurs when you make one or more of the following changes to a table. So when do we get this error message? What type of changes do we make to a table so we get this error message? So I've listed out some of the changes. So whenever you change the LO null setting for a column, so there's a LO null column setting. If we are trying to change that, we will get this error message in Table Designer. If you are trying to reorder column in a table, that is another condition where you can get this error. You change the column data type. So if we are trying to change the column data type, in that case also we will get this error message. In case we are trying to add a new column, that also gives us the new this particular error message, even if we are trying to add a new column using the Table Designer. If we are trying to change the file group of a table of its text, image, data, in those cases as well we get this error message. So guys, so far we have shared you the symptoms. Symptom is you get this error message, and listed some of the reasons or the situations when do you get this error message. Now let's discuss about the cause of this error message. So this particular problem occurs because the prevent saving changes that require table recreation option is enabled by default in SQL Server Management Studio. So let me show you where that option is. So if you open up a SQL Server, let me quickly show you that option where that option is enabled. And this option basically doesn't allow you to save any changes to a table or table columns inside the SQL Server Table Designer. So once SQL Server opens, we will connect to the default instance of SQL Server. So it's open right now and I'm connecting to a default instance. Now if you go to Tools Options area, on the left hand side you will see designers, some designer kind of settings. Let me see where those are. Give me a second, guys. So designer option is there. Okay, so if you select designer options on the left hand side, you will on the right hand side you will see prevent saving changes that require table recreation. So if this option is checked, which is by default it is checked, and you should leave it checked, that's the recommendation, to not turn it off. But yeah, this option prevents basically any changes to a table in the table designer mode. If you are changing any design of the table, it doesn't allow you to make the change. Now let's go back to the notes. I've shown you the option prevent saving changes that require table recreation. Now let's move ahead. When you change the table, so that you can alter the metadata structure of the table, and then you save the table must be recreated based on these changes. So whenever we change the metadata of the table, metadata structure, maybe positions of the columns, etc., so that basically changes the metadata structure of the table. And whenever we try to make that change, this requires a table recreation to be performed, table dropping and table recreation to be performed based on these changes. And this may also result in a loss of data as well, because table is being dropped and being recreated in the system, so we will lose table data. So it is not recommended to change the column order sometimes. And it also results in a direct loss of data during the recreation of a table. So by data, we are not referring to the data inside the table, but we are talking about the metadata. We will lose on metadata and the table gets recreated. If a table gets stopped and recreated, we lose on the table metadata, and also we will lose the table permissions as well. So that making changes to the structure of the table is ideally not recommended. Now if you enable this particular setting, prevent saving changes that require a table recreation option, so this particular setting will prevent any table recreation scenarios. So this option can be enabled in the designer section of SQL Server Management Studio options window, which we had just shown you a few minutes back. You receive the error message that is mentioned in the system symptom section if this option is particularly checked. Now how to work around this problem. Yeah, you are surely gonna get this error message in the SQL Server Table Designer view or SQL Server Designer Table Designer view basically. So how to work around this problem? One of the ways to work around this problem is you can use the alter table statement or alter table Transact-SQL statement to make the changes to the metadata structure of the table. So whenever you want to make the changes to a structure of a metadata or metadata structure of a table, you should always use the alter table statement. Now we have given you an example. So for example, if you want to change the my date 7 column of type date time in a table called my table to accept the null values, you can use. So this is the change. We are changing the column to accept the null values. So what statement you should be using? You should be using alter table statement. Here my table is the name of the table, and after alter table statement you need to use the alter column statement, and then you need to give the name of the column. In our case it's my date 7, and this was the previous data type, which is date time, and this is the new option that we are trying to add, or structure. We are making metadata structure changes. We are allowing this column to accept the nulls. Earlier maybe it was set to not null, now we are changing it back to null. So that is a metadata structure change. So workaround is to done such changes through the Transact-SQL statement, because these type of changes will not be allowed in a table designer view. Now it is a strong recommendation that we do not work around this problem by turning off the prevent saving changes that require table recreation option. So like I told you earlier, that particular option in the tools options area should not be turned off in order as a workaround. So let me see. So yeah, we are under the designer section. So this option should not be unchecked under any case. It is not recommended at all. And you can work around the situation by using the alter table statements. For that you can using the alter table statements you can make any of the metadata changes. So that's it guys, and let's move ahead. Now there is one of the demos how you can change the prevent saving changes that require the table recreation option in SSMS. So I've shown you the area guys in order to uncheck that option, but we will not recommend unchecking that option. You can go to options on the left hand side section, you can select designer. Under that you have table and database designers. Under that you will find the option prevent saving changes that require table regression. This option can be checked if you want to save changes via the table designer. If this option is checked, it will not allow you to make any changes via the table designer in SQL Server Management Studio. So you should leave this option checked. I'm not unchecking it. And if you disable this option, you will not be warned that you save the table, that the changes that you have made have changed the metadata structure of the table. In this case, data loss may occur. By data loss, we means the metadata loss when you save the table. Now let's go back to notes. Alright, so let me show you how you get this error message. So for example, if I open any of the tables and try to change the table structure, so I was talking about the error message that we get. So let's take one of the table. For example, let's take human resource.employee and go into table design view by right clicking on the table and selecting design. It opens up the design view for you. For example, if I try to change any column over here, for example, if I try to change the job title from nvarchar 50 to nvarchar 60, it will not allow me to change that. If I try to save the table, it will throw me the error message. So I've just clicked on the save button. Let's see if it allows me or not, or where it throws the error message. Right now SQL Server is stuck kind of, so we got the error message immediately. Now you see the error message over here. Saving changes is not permitted. The changes you have made require the following tables to be dropped and recreated. You have either made the changes to a table that cannot be recreated, or enable the option prevent saving changes that require the tables to be recreated. So we got this error message, and we will not be able to save the changes over here in the table designer. We cannot make even any change. We cannot allow nulls. We cannot change any date, time, or data type changes. We cannot do it from table designer. However, if we uncheck this option, it will allow you to save those changes, whatever changes we make in the table designer. So that's basically the role of this that particular option. Now let's go to nodes and let's move ahead. Now let's talk about the risk of turning off that particular option, prevent saving changes that require table recreation option. Why don't we turn off that option to save the changes via the table designer? So basically, although turning off this option can help you avoid recreating a table, it can also leads to changes being lost. So any of the metadata changes will be lost, or permission changes will be lost in case a table drop and recreation is required. So we should not be turning off this option. Now let's discuss an example why I shouldn't be turning off this option. For example, suppose that you enable the change tracking feature in SQL Server to track changes to a table. Guys, we will talk about the change tracking feature in one of our upcoming videos. So change tracking is basically when you track the changes on the table. You can enable the change tracking on a table. So and this is what it is talking about. Suppose you have enabled the change tracking feature on SQL Server table to track changes on the table. Now when you perform an operation that causes the table to be recreated, dropped and recreated. You receive the error message that is mentioned in the symptom section. If that option is enabled, this one, prevent saving changes that require table regression option. However, if we turn off this option, which is highlighted, so if we turn off this option, the existing change tracking information is deleted because table gets recreated. So any of the change tracking is enabled or change tracking information is kept, we will lose on that metadata is deleted when the table is recreated. Therefore, it is recommended that you do not work around this problem by turning off this particular option, which is prevent saving changes that require table regression option. Now let me take you through one of the demos basically to determine how to determine whether change tracking feature is enabled for a table. When the change tracking feature is enabled, always use Transact-SQL statements to change the metadata structure of the table. So that is the workaround. You should be using alter table statements or Transact-SQL statement to make any metadata changes. Now let's talk about the demo. How to determine whether change tracking feature is enabled for a table. So let me see how you can check that. So in the SQL Server Management Studio, let's go there. So for example, this is the table right under the AdventureWorks 2022 database. So we basically first need to locate the table. So for example, let's take this table and we want to check whether the change tracking is enabled on this table or not. So we can right click on the table and go to table properties, which will open up the table properties window. Let's wait for it to open. So once the table properties windows get or the dialog box gets opened, let's wait for it to open. SQL Server is quite slow here. Okay, ultimately it has allowed us to open the table properties. Now inside the table properties windows, if you check, there's a change tracking option on the left hand side. If you see the third option, it is change tracking. So change tracking, if you see, is currently disabled. So from here you can enable it as well by setting this property to true, but we are not enabling the change tracking. So we were talking about this change tracking feature over there in the notes, and if this option is enabled and if we perform any operations that allow tables to be recreated in the background or any of the structure changes we are making to a table, we will lose upon the change tracking information, which can be kept by turning on that option. So we will lose on that all change tracking information of a table, which is basically table metadata. Now we are done with this. We have shown you how you can enable the change tracking, or you can check whether the change tracking feature is enabled for a table. We have done that. Now we have also shown you how you can we have shown you the steps how you can reproduce the problem. We have tried to make the changes to the design of this table and try to save the table, and it didn't allow us and gave us the error message. So we are already done with this demo. We have already covered it. So this is done, this demo is done, this demo is done, and this demo is also done. So guys, I hope you liked this video. If you really liked it, please click on the like button, and if you are new to this channel, please go ahead and subscribe to this channel. There is a subscribe button below this video. Click on that subscribe button. It will give a bell icon. Click on that bell icon, select all notifications to get notifications regarding all my future videos. Guys, please do share comments, suggestions, etc. Any scenarios you face on day-to-day basis while working with SQL Server, do share us those scenarios. Also give us suggestions on how we can improve our videos. If you have any requirement where you want us to create videos on any particular topic inside SQL Server, do let us know about that. We will try to create the same. Also please guys, share this video with your friends. If you feel these videos are useful for them, please share them with your friends. There's a YouTube share link available on the YouTube page where you can share this video with your friends. So share with them if you want to help them, and also ask them to, if you have a huge network of friends, please, or even if you have a small network of friends, irrespective. Please ask them to subscribe to our channel if they work in SQL Server domain on a daily basis. I thank you so much for your time on this video today, and you have a wonderful day ahead, guys. Thank you.